Listen down. You ain't trying to hotbox with me. I swing much quicker going down by the second round. All hell to underground. How that sound? Exhibit backing down from a conflict. Nothing but nonsense of terrorists. Keep the bomb lit. Glass and metal in every direction. Anybody try to stop us taught a very hard lesson. I'm the reason there's no time to reach for that weapon. The reason you talking loud but keep on stepping. Exhibit ready to scrap like Mike Tyson with his license back. 9 to 5 minimum wage. What type of life is that for me? It's blasphemy. You touch it down with the Sundance Kid and Butch Cassidy. You had the audacity to wanna tangle with the ex. I suggest you give me 5 feet and show some respect. Stay hungry, always stacking my loot, while other rappers getting treated like a prostitute. Just check the sound scan.
All I wanna be was a G high. My whole life want me please high. Breaking up these keys for the G's high.
I won't tell the truth about you. Don't tell a lie on me. I won't tell the truth about you. 30 minutes later, my future favors the legendary status of a hip-hop rhyme savior. Travel around the atlas in a spaceship, candy coated. My day shift been devoted to fucking up bundles of paper. Pi equals 314. The devil's pie is big enough to justify dough thing. Wait up. Lamping in Jamaica, the clouds turning, my thoughts turning, burning cash to oil. I've been determined to make and earn this seed in the soil is classified. I'm satisfied when I strategize my kids' future. I ain't sanctified enough to say that I won't shoot ya. I done vandalized the industry for a circuit. The earthiest / thirstiest nigga you know versus this scum of a land that transcend 2 surfaces. The richer the poor, the bigger the picture, the more blood pours. But don't tell a lie on me. I won't tell the truth about you. Don't tell a lie on me. I won't tell the truth about you. My fans can't wait.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, beautiful.
How are you doing, lovely?
Good. Over here jamming. You know, I had to put 2 of my, I'm like a top 10 of rappers, and, they both in there. I love me some Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Oh, an Exhibit. Hey, Drunken Chef. I wish Kendrick would drop some more music.
It's been a while.
I know. And Exhibit is like, I think he's like up there in the top 6. So I love me some Exhibit.
I haven't really heard from him in a while too.
A minute. So you always have to dig deep into my I'm not like everybody else. I don't dig deep into the records. I dig deep into my iTunes.
I'm still listening to Too Short, E40, and all
right. Man, I could never get enough of them. And what made it so crazy? It's like I couldn't listen to a lot of music growing up. And then when I came back home, the music my little brother was listening to, I couldn't believe it. Like I made up in 2000 for the 90s because like there was no secular music in my home during the 90s. And long story, not gonna get into it. But the husband teases me all the time about the 90s. Like certain things, we didn't watch a lot of television either. So things would happen. And he'll like talk about it, and I have like, he thought I was making it up in the beginning. I had like a blank look on my face. And he's like, okay, I remember you were in the ozone layer at that time because I made up for it though.
Right.
In 99, 98, I really got into my music and the things that I missed in those years.
Right. My auntie, she used to scratch out music. So like, if we got a new record or whatever, she'll listen to it and she'll scratch it out. All the little bad parts.
Oh yeah. I knew somebody that used to the Avon book. She used to mark out the Avon book where she thought it was inappropriate. Kendrick has a final album coming out this week. See, I didn't do really good on my
final.
Yes, I knew he was gonna walk away from music, and Exhibit is in the studio with Death Row right now, thanks to our producer. He is the music, not mogul, but the music man. He knows.
Right.
So that's dope.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
Yeah. Who are you telling? I'll be the first to be like, bam. Certain people's music I just buy. I don't have to like DMX. I just bought when it came out. I like it, but it wasn't what I expected. I should have known that he changed because I love DMX is DMX.
Right.
That and you didn't really get that. I think you got that on one song. I love Skyscrapers on that one. But I like what your niggas want. Bring it.
Right.
Right.
The hardcore stuff.
And that's what I was like. I really, and then like Tupac's early stuff, I really liked his early stuff. People get mad at me when it comes to Tupac because some of his songs were just too angry. I was in the car with my kids.
What part was angry? Towards the end, or
like when he, at the end of his songs, and he's talking about F this person and F that person, and you rock with such and such, then F you too. And my kids are sitting in the car.
That was all gimmick, though. Towards the beginning part of his career, that's all genuine. That's him. Towards the end, and he was only signed to Death Row for 8 months. He really was.
But it's those Dear Mamas, Brenda Got a Baby, when he was coming out with like the I don't know, he just towards the end, but there's certain songs with Tupac you can never forget, like California Love, so
yeah.
And somebody was saying like some of these people that don't have a huge catalog, can you call them legends? And I was like, certain songs that people have that are legendary. So how could you not say that?
Right.
Girl, we just jumped right into conversation. It's his final album from TDE. Maybe not his final. Okay. Yeah, Kendrick went on one of those walks. Like back when what's his name used to be good with Jesus Walks, and then I can't name another,
I love Kanye. I don't care. I mean, the only beef I have with him is being down with the former president. But other than that, I love it.
He wasn't on
Did you watch his piece on Netflix?
I didn't, but I did finally watch. You told me to watch Dope Sick, watched it, and I did. I binged it. I laid here and just watched it all through the whole thing, and I did watch the one with Kevin Hart. You told me to watch.
Okay,
I did watch that.
Yeah. Did you like that?
Better than anything else he's done. I give him that. Not Ride Along, because I love Ride Along, but Wesley Snipes, anything he touches. He's such a good actor. Right. I think Kevin played Kevin. He played
But it was
Kevin.
so unexpected.
Yeah,
it was so unexpected.
Yeah, it's better than the stuff he's done because I think Kevin is one of those people that takes almost any role they give him. He just takes it. So it was, I walked in with, I'm not going to like this. And I really sat and watched it. Like, if I fell asleep, I would go back to that one and then rewind it to see it. So, hey, Fitness R Us. So I have a Cadillac tonight. Not purple. I still can't find Chambord. And I have it in my Writers for Life glass. Writers for Life gave that to me. Y'all, please go check out their channel. They have great movies, and they're doing part 2 to what can I think of that movie? Oh, that movie is so good. I've watched it several times, had my sons watch it.
Writers for Life?
Writers for Life films? Yeah, you'll see me share a lot of their stuff on my page because they are so awesome. And then Eugene's Village, that's a YouTube show they have on a YouTube. Their series is really
I want to
short.
check that out. How many seasons are there?
They have 2 up right now. And you can binge it really quick because they're only like 15 minutes long. Yeah, but it is so funny. Hilarious. Yeah. Hey, Eric Woodward. We're doing
Hey, Eric.
We're doing hot topics. Let's toast to since everybody needs to be in the medias and arguing this week. Let's toast to happiness, cheers, and grown people not arguing. Grown men. Let's talk to grown men not arguing. I don't get the grown men arguing like women. Like Come on, man. Women are seeming to get along better than grown men. And grown men are. I tell you,
I just saw a fight at the park just now. Well, actually at the beach. I was at the beach and somebody got jumped up there. Yep, just a few hours ago.
Don't make no sense. All this YouTube beefing starts getting real serious when you run into that person you were on Instagram or YouTube or saying something and they catch you.
Text bullying.
Right. I used to call them typewriter. What is it? On the phone, the alphabet thugs. Where they do that at, you know? And I was telling somebody else, like their kid was getting bullied on social media. And I was like, get off. How you get bullied on social media? Turn it off. Like we got bullied for real in school.
For real. For real.
When people were taking your stuff, taking your shoes or your lunch money or your lunch bag, your tickets, you know.
Right?
Those were bullies. But how you get bullied on the phone?
Cyberbullying.
Right. I mean, like back even at home, when somebody called your house and they, you know, say hi real polite to your mother, you get on the phone and then they say something mean to you. Your mother will be like, hang up the damn phone.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, Rob the realtor. Or take you to their house. You know, I come from the era where they said, what's you on the phone? Your mama. And you went to go talk to their mama.
Right?
So different than nowadays. I don't get it.
Right.
But I just found that hilarious. Like my son never got bullied on the telephone. You know, people said mean stuff to him right to his face.
Exactly.
in private school. You know, they are the worst. Private schools put out some of the worst kids.
Oh,
hey,
wow.
Travers, girl, it was crazy.
Yeah, just like preacher's kids.
Right. Girl, and you know my mama kept us in the church, so I was talking to my foster sister, and some of the worst kids were the leadership kids. You know, oh my goodness. So girl, let's hop into some of these hot topics. Girl, Elon Musk buying Twitter for $44 billion. Can you
now,
imagine?
you know what? Is that a black man?
No, he's a weird white dude that named his kids with no vowels. Go no vowels. How you pronounce that? Again, where they do that? Just where? But he's crazy. He's always been like kind of weird. He's the one, I think he's the one with the spaceship that went to the moon.
Okay.
Circled it.
That's going to be interesting to see how Twitter is going to change.
He's supposed to be adding new letters. I mean, giving you more letters. I don't use Twitter that often. So I got off Twitter a couple of years ago. But he said that the next thing he's buying, this is how you know he's crazy. The next thing he's buying is Coca-Cola so that he could put Coke.
I understand it. That's how it used to be back in it, like when it first came out.
Which is why it was so addicting. But you want to put Coke, the real Coke, back in Coca-Cola.
Good luck with that. Good luck. Good luck with that. Let's see how far he go with that.
I feel sorry for his kids. He's so strange. They said he's been putting a whole bunch of crazy messages up on Twitter now. Oh, but you know, that number 45 said he doesn't care Elon Musk took over Twitter. He's still not using it. Who says they wanted you back on? It's one of those people that just always has to say something. Like,
right?
Nobody even asked you.
I'm never on Twitter.
Yeah, I got off Twitter because people found out who I was. I was under there as a whole different person. Like I didn't have my name. I think I was half Cuban, and I didn't even spell it like half Cuban. And I had like a lot of people talking to me, and it was fun to talk sports and music, and that's how I found Shady Nate. Oh, I love Shady Nate. And then somebody from work found me, you know. And I think my tagline, like, I was lost. If somebody finds me, send me home. So somebody found me, and I just went home. You know, I like the fact nobody knows your name or nobody knows who you are. You can kind of say whatever you want. And I used to have wars during the Laker game. Like while the Lakers were playing, I could have like wars and nobody would be like, damn it, Didi, be quiet.
Right.
So yeah, I jumped off. Yeah. I didn't like, you know, that part. Speaking of music, Future dropped his album. I know, huh?
Never really listened to Future except for whatever came on the radio.
Or when he did the song with Sierra, because I like Sierra. So, but I guess it's called "I Never Liked You." So on that, you know, on social media, of course, when you come out with an album, people start critiquing it. So you got some people. Now you got the diehard fans are gonna say it's the best. It's better than any other album that came out this year. Well, we're in May, or we're about to start May, so that's not saying too much,
right?
And I don't listen to a lot of new rap music. My son will bring in stuff, like he was showing me music, and I text G to ask him about a song that I really like. I couldn't think of the name of the song. But other people are saying that it sounds like every other Future album, but worse. Because, you know, Future brought us Molly Percocet. You know, ooh, that's such a great song.
Yes.
So, you know, but it's not some, or like if he's done, I knew who Future was before Sierra because he's done little, you know, 8 bars on somebody else's stuff or did a hook for somebody else. I kind of knew who he was, but not somebody I chased to go listen to.
Right,
so,
right.
No, and then, and I don't mean to laugh when I say this part because I don't know if anyone knows who Van Jones is. He's on CNN.
Who?
Right, Van Jones. He's an annoying reporter on CNN. So he said that the day-to-day reality for Black folks, I'm reading it because I don't want to get it wrong, for Black folks hasn't improved under Joe Biden's administration. Like, I say it has a little. I think only because if you knew what that other guy was doing, not what he said in front of you, just the things that he was doing behind the scenes. You know, so that's, but it really set off a mixed reaction on social media. They were saying him saying that, especially on a channel like CNN, a lot of people aren't going to go vote. One of the things Biden did promise to roll back the tuition, and he still hasn't done that. But he has put Black people in good positions, like nominated them for high-ranking positions, and he promised that. So, but I guess he said normal, everyday people he hasn't done anything for.
I haven't really seen him in the forefront as much as I've seen some other presidents in the forefront, but I don't watch the news as much as I used to. So.
I had to pull back also because I found myself getting just uppity and irritated. Oh, you're a preacher, son? Are you good? Are you one of the good ones?
I never knew that about you.
That's funny. They're all not bad. Some of them turn out to be preachers and do good things. So, you know.
Not the ones I know, except for Eric.
we grew up, I really didn't stay in close contact with anybody. Girl, they kicked my mother out the Seventh-day Adventist church. So the husband tells me don't start talking. He always says don't say nothing bad about all churches in general, just if you had a bad experience with a church. But they sure did kick my mother out the church.
Oh no.
How you get kicked out of a church? She stayed devoted though. She for a little while she didn't while she was married to that third husband.
Mm-hmm.
But she found another church in out in LA somewhere. That's how my son ended up going to private Seventh-day Adventist school. I took him out of that too. But yeah, I found it interesting because a lot of especially Black women got Biden elected. So he really better be careful. Yeah, they did. They went out in droves. I mailed mine, but I don't think I mailed it in time, so I don't think it got counted because I'm a procrastinator.
Do you really think that we
and
went
I wasn't
out
standing in nobody's lines. I mean,
I don't know. Personally, I went out there to vote just to get number 45
did you
out.
freeze?
Me?
You were freezing, but I think you were saying, did people go out there for Biden or to get that other guy out of office?
Yes. I went out to get the other one out of office. That's all.
Yep. I think
that's all.
Mickey Mouse. Yeah, I think Mickey Mouse could have been running for office and a lot of people would have shown up. Yeah. I think they were just tired of the shenanigans. Like, I don't think either party, I think both parties are crooked, but nobody wants to see a reality TV show every single day.
The lesser of two evils, that's all that was.
Oh, definitely. I think so too.
But do you think he's coming back though? Do you think he's coming back?
Is he gonna be alive? And not like I wish death on anybody, but him and Joe Biden are lived long lives.
That's what I'm wondering. Is there a cap?
It should be. Because they're gonna be what, 80? My father-in-law is in his 80s, and last thing in his life he feels like doing is running the country. He likes to kick back, watch documentaries, barbecue, tittle around the house. These two, and if you look at both of them, every time you see them going somewhere, they look more and more decrepit and old. So, and I giggle every time Biden goes off script because he says something crazy every single time.
Did you ever look at the before-after pics of the presidents? When they come in, their hair is black. I don't know about 45, but when they come in, their hair is black. When they
it was orange when he came in. White. It was kind of white when he went out.
White.
And Obama, oh my gosh.
It's like, do they know something that we don't know? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, it's a job I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want to be president of a fan club. You know what I'm saying? So I would be G-Lew. I would be president of your fan club, G-Lew. G is like, no, because you be telling people no all the time. Like, no. I got that big sister syndrome. Like, no, we're not doing that. No.
Right?
You can't do that. So, I'm so silly. For those Raider fans, you guys might get lucky if Mark Davis isn't full of garbage, because he said he would love to see Colin Kaepernick. I know you don't do football, but everybody knows Colin Kaepernick. He said that
he's the one who took a knee
and lost his job
and lost his job.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was with the 49ers, but
then everybody started taking a knee after that, and it was acceptable.
It was a wave. Yeah. he started that big wave of, people. I think everybody took that such the wrong way because my dad, my grandfather, I have a bunch of nephews who all served in the military. It didn't have nothing to do with that. You know.
Mm-hmm.
When I got a story about Chauvin also. When he decided to take a knee and kill somebody, that was okay though. Yeah, when I make that reference, people think that I'm being mean, but I'm not. That man took a knee for how long and sat and killed how could I forget his name after all these years? George Floyd. And this idiot, Lord forgive me, I can't speak of people that way. This man is trying to get his trial overturned.
Wow. Does it look like he has a chance? I mean,
well, I wanted to be a lawyer. He, because he's saying that they paid out George Floyd's family during the trial, which, wasn't a good look because the jury can see that and be biased. And then
isn't the jury like set aside? Don't they put the jury like in a hotel and they can't watch?
They didn't do it. They didn't sequester the jury. Yeah. And then he's saying that the trial should have been delayed. But no, why? They didn't delay my little brother's trial that they had. I'm not gonna talk about his case on here. I start getting angry. But they treated you like a normal person. Why should you have gotten special treatment?
Right.
So, and that judge, I sat and watched that whole trial. That judge wouldn't let in. No, that's not the trial that I watched. I watched most of it. I'm thinking of that little 18-year-old that shot those 3 people. I watched that whole trial, and that was so crazy. So yeah, so I'm hoping that the Raiders do give Kaepernick a chance. He deserves it.
Right.
He still should have. I follow him on Instagram. He still looks good.
So he never came back after that?
Nope. Now, when he threw that crazy, I know you don't follow football, but when he threw that crazy pass in the Super Bowl, and as soon as it went, I think it went to Sherman, and Sherman is a safety, and he threw it in his direction. I was like, that was the biggest mistake of your career, because Sherman intercepted that football, and they lost the Super Bowl. But everybody can sit on the sidelines and say what he shouldn't have did, shouldn't have did, but. And it was crazy because my husband called it. He was like, interception, game over. And that's exactly what happened. Because some safeties are just really, really good. And you do your best to stay away from some safeties. I mean, I done seen Sherman get burnt also. But, yeah, that game was crazy. So, but that's not why they tried to say he wasn't good. He was a really good quarterback. So, girl, speaking of messy men, I know everybody knows Benzino.
Oh my gosh. That's definitely something I wanted to speak on. That's crazy.
Which part? Because he's been in a whole bunch of stuff this week.
Him being a snitch for one, and then I'm shocked at the song that he made that actually had someone locked up.
Girl, and then he said he's suing everybody that has defamed him. You know he's crazy, right?
He's always been mad.
If you watch his lives, I go on there because it's hilarious. And whenever I see that he's live, because he's too big, he's too big crazy. But then he was like, 50 is the original hip hop snitch. I said, so you justify the stuff that you're doing by saying 50 Cent started the snitching hip hop game. He is the OG snitch. So song that he wrote. It got people indicted off of his song. Nobody would have started it in the game.
Oh no.
I just can't. And it's hard to believe that he was a mogul. He had that magazine. He was somebody. And then you just watched it spiral down. When he popped up on Love and Hip Hop, I was like, oh, it's over.
So he doesn't have the magazine anymore?
No, I don't know what happened to that magazine. Or his life.
But his daughter is out there. Doesn't he have a daughter that's singing right now? Kind of popular.
Yes. That's why him and 50 are
Coila Ray or something like that.
Yeah. And I've never heard one of her songs, but that's why him and 50 keep getting into a beef. I think 50 said, I'll put your daughter on TV or something. I don't know. But I don't know why anybody bothers 50 Cent, because he always comes back and he's just ruthless with the Instagram post and how he really comes for the juggler. Like he was on there messing with some girl talking about, don't you still owe me money?
Oh wow.
I'm thinking, didn't you get sued for putting somebody up on Instagram and had to file bankruptcy? We all know he wasn't broke, but you filed bankruptcy for doing that. I mean, he does shit to Ja Rule. Like one time he bought out all the like a whole bunch of tickets, so Ja Rule was only performing to like 100 people. No. He's like ruthless. I don't get it. I don't know why. Like he's so petty. Like who hurt you? Who?
Right.
I don't know, but and it doesn't matter, man or woman. He is petty. So I stopped following him. I do have one of his hats and a sweater. Get the strap. Yeah, but I stopped following him because you just a little too petty to be a grown man.
Right.
It's not even funny. So not anymore. It used to be like him destroying.
I haven't listened to him in a while. I mean, really, since the first couple years that he was out, I don't really listen to 50 like that.
No, that's when he was like really good. When he first girl, I hate when people get on my Instagram and make Bitcoin comments. It just popped up on my screen. I made such and such. Why do you get on other people's pages and do stuff like that? I don't understand. I'm gonna go on that person's page and then post our show.
I'm looking forward to next week's show too.
Oh, it's gonna be so good because we have King Real coming on, and we're gonna do mental health. You got to go check out his page. Also, he has is it something nutrition, hip hop nutrition.
Nice.
So, yeah, he's really good, and he has really good music too.
Nice.
Yeah, I had started the video forgetting that we had this show. Girl, I had a toothache this week that was driving me bananas. So I was.
How are you feeling right now?
I took a BC powder so that I would be able to talk. So
do you put the little gel stuff on there?
Yeah, it's over my basket over there with my little teddy bear. I got teddy bear and medicine in a basket sitting over there. I have like a somewhat strange room. I'm kind of weird, so I like things put in certain places. And then I have, so I can look, like behind me are my wedding pictures. So I like to look at my grandkids in the morning, and I have to throw their flowers away. For Passover, they gave me some flowers and they're finally dying. Which is why I give people plants. Because you actually kill a plant. Flowers just die. So, right. I'm sorry, I got extremely hot. So I keep my fan right next to me.
I usually turn my fan on, but then I can't hear anything. So
that's why I turn mine off. Yeah.
Surprisingly, I haven't had a hot flash yet.
Yay! I wish they stopped. Oh my god!
I know.
I'm like,
I know.
It's crazy how they always come at the worst times. Yeah, they always come. I was making a sandwich today and they came. I had to go sit down.
For me, it's been like over a year and I still get it. I still get it every 20 minutes like clockwork. But today I've been pretty cool. So, day by day.
It's been like 2 years for me. I'm like, when does it stop?
When does it stop? Right.
And
some people it don't stop. Some people it does, I guess it just matters who you are, but also, a big part of it is what you eat. So that's definitely one thing I want to bring up in next week's show when we talk to our guest that we're having. It seems like he's really into herbs and stuff like that. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure he's going to have a lot of information on that.
And I got to start taking my vitamins again. I haven't taken care of myself, and I think that might be why they came back, because I used to get up every morning. Look, my pillowcase is right here, and it's filled with all kinds of vitamins, so that I would take morning vitamins, nighttime vitamins to be healthy.
Right.
I don't, I say all the time, I don't take narcotics and prescription meds anymore because, it's a long story.
Yeah.
So you have to do something to try to, but you can't just drink a bunch of water, because I got 2 things of water sitting here also. You got to take, and you're the one who told me about a couple of them I added to my vitamin regimen, because, vitamins, and then I have a lot of essential oils also.
Right.
Vitamins are the key. And like when I'm anxious, I use my lavender.
Lavender. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I get anxious. I didn't want to do this show when I first started because I stutter when I'm anxious. Yeah, so if I'm not relaxed, I will, that stutter. Or if you upset me, I tend to repeat the same thing over and over again.
Right.
Yeah, like that catchphrase gets stuck in my head, and I can't move on.
Right.
So I love the lavender. It always helps to relax me. I got a one of those mist things. You put water in it and oil, and I'll mist the room.
Nice. Nice.
So I do my best to stay anything that keeps you in a positive
upbeat mood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of citrus type essential oils, lemon, orange, even like pineapple and stuff like that if you can find it.
I got it from Amazon. It's filled with fruit, and I put it in my burners. Yeah, I got one here and I got one on the other side. I can't light them at the same time as this, or my alarm goes off. So I have, I have it. It sits here, and I have another one over there. Y'all think I'm playing? I do all kinds of things to keep my upbeat mood, because it's, for some people, it's really hard. And that's, I was talking with King Real, especially if anyone knows me. I don't do any shows the week of my son and my mom's passing. They passed within days of each other. So I, not same year, but just my son is February 11th. My mom is February 14th. And I just really like to keep all energy around me at that, that week. So I don't do anything. I don't do shows. I don't go anywhere. I really do my best to keep okay.
Right.
So, because, somebody may not even be trying to upset you. And it will trigger something.
Right.
So, and then, you can't get mad at them for things like that. And that's what, I try to teach a lot of people. You get so mad at somebody for something it wasn't intentional. You could be walking, like when people, the car rage is what drives me insane. When people get so mad at you, and let's say you turned around to check on your baby, and like, oh shoot, I didn't see that car. Or I didn't. Now some people do speed up to just cut you off, but sometimes what somebody does is an accident. And this little girl, she couldn't have been more than 16 years old, driving around. And that's what happened. Eric dropped his soda, they didn't drink soda, like whatever for McDonald's that orange drink was. Mm-hmm. So I reached back to grab it real quick. She cursed at me and went ballistic. You know, I followed her home, right? And when she got out the car, like, you know, I guess she called her dad. So when she got out the car, they both came out and he was yelling at me also. Right. And this is the one time I pulled out my badge because I usually don't. And I told him, she can't do that to people. Because what if I was crazy and now I got out with a gun and killed her? Right. So, you know, I explained to him and then he turned his wrath on her. Little girl, you don't know if I'm crazy. Right. So stop with all the road rage and stop getting mad at people sometimes because you may be the one that sets them off and they kill themselves that day. Mm-hmm. And they may have just accidentally bumped into you. Right. You know, and that's why I would say something kind to somebody also because you may be the one that saves their life that day. True. You know, so this world has just got to stop being so angry all the time. You know what I mean? Right. Right. And that's, you know, like Hot Topics is fun. Oh, and that's the story that the last one that I want to talk about. You just have to stop with the anger all the time. And I'm not speaking about me or sometimes I do because I have to, I'm really good for banging my shoulder on the same door. I would have the biggest bruise on this shoulder all the time. I hit the same door constantly. The way my bed is set up, I'll kick my toe. And, you know, that will set me off and have me like cursing. And then I have to say, stop. Stop. Because that's just too simple for you to be like ballistic and knocking stuff off my bed. Like, right. That hurt. You know? It's always that little toe also, you know. So that I think that's my test to don't let something that small set you off. Mm-hmm. So and that's, you know, I try to tell everybody in life also, do your best not to get set off by the simplest things. And when something big happens, you won't get set off because my temper, I don't get angry because I got a Cuban mama and a daddy that killed people for a living in the army. So you got to work at it. Right. You got to work at it. Sometimes people think I'm psycho because I'll start giggling like they're really yelling at me like this. Are you really doing this right now? Because I don't go from 1 to 20 to 30. Oh, I go from 1 to 100. That's it. There's no gray. So I've worked really hard to just stay at the goofy stage. And it took a lot of years to get there. Right. A lot of years. So that's why I tell people, work at it easy like I do. I'm working on that. And I'll hit the door. After the door, I bumped into the door. Right. Like it's an inanimate object. And I think that's my test. I think that's where the Lord tests me. Like one day you're going to learn to bump into this door and be like, dang, you know. Right. Because it hurts. So, but I'm the dummy. So, but on this that's what I was thinking about this last story where sometimes your actions will get you into a lot of trouble. So a Florida woman was arrested when an IG video went viral of her slapping her 1-year-old daughter. And people started posting on there, she needs to be arrested, she needs to go to jail, she needs to have her daughter taken away. Now check this out. This is the part that I say, watch what you do and your emotions. Because you can hear her on the video saying, and I want to read it because YouTube, please don't kick me off. Because I want to read exactly what this little girl did because she's in her 20s. Your daddy wants to post shit, right? He wants to effing, I'm not using that word, effing post shit and not answer the goddamn phone. I hate your ass. And then she slapped the little girl in the face and then in the back. See, be careful.
No, in that case, she need that child taken away from her. Because that's just what we saw. Who knows what we didn't see?
And what she's done before. Because you're so upset over some man. That poor little girl didn't deserve that.
Mm-mm.
And the killer part is she said, I hate your ass.
Mm.
So that's why I said, but I like me bumping into the door, me learning how not to go from 0 to 100. I never did anything like this to my kids. Are you freaking crazy? And it makes me want to spank her like she spanked that little girl. Right. Or smack that little girl.
Right.
You posted that on Instagram.
How old was she? Roundabout,
like, you know? About 23. I didn't write her age, but I knew she was a little. To me, she's a little girl.
Right.
So that's why I said sometimes when you see somebody, and a lot of times I'll tell people, if you haven't talked to somebody in a long time, call them. Because something might be wrong. I think I shared a post like that on somebody else's page that said, the hardest times I went through, I wasn't fine. Call somebody sometimes. Because, you know, people say, how you doing? And you say, oh, I'm fine, because it's a natural thing to say. Right. But you're going through the hardest time of your life. And people don't think like, dang, I ain't talked to Dee Dee in a couple of months.
Right.
So I always say that to people. If you haven't heard from somebody in a long time, give them a call.
Right.
And just say, hey, how you doing? Thinking about you. So, and especially when you think maybe if someone had called this little girl, she wouldn't have smacked her daughter.
Right. Right.
See? You know, that's just Dee Dee.
Yeah.
With her
like
2
I heard
cents all
that
the time.
saying, check on your strong friends, you know, too. Check on your strong friends because you don't know what they're going through, you know?
Yep, that's a good one right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I always try to I don't do a lot of scrolling down Instagram. I usually go down about 10 and then I'm done because I got stuff to do. Yeah. But the ones that catch me, I'll share because it's either something I needed or something I've said before and I didn't make it up. Somebody else. Right. So somebody else was saying it also. I've lived a long time and been through a lot of things. And sometimes when you see something like that, and then I seen this story. You know, so sometimes, and some don't hug me because I don't like hugs. I don't like people to touch me. But my husband told me he comes and touches me all the time. He'll just poke me just to get on my nerves. Mm-hmm. For a long time, he's like, I don't get that. Where do you get that from? I don't know. I didn't grow up in a home where everybody just hugged each other. You know, my mother worked and went to school. My daddy, like I said, he killed people. He didn't have time for that.
Right.
So, my daddy is the ultimate gang member because he joined the army during war.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they were. That's when they were. What's it called when they
was drafted?
When they were drafting people. My daddy did not want to go to the Air Force and he did not want to go to the Navy. So he enlisted and went to the Army. Yeah. And everybody's like, you crazy. And my dad's like, the first place they're going to put me is the Air Force. And that's where he did not want to go. I guess whenever you take those tests, I guess it's where they, you fit into what level of service. So yeah, he just enlisted. Yeah. So yeah, so that's why, you know, my daddy was at times like, girl, you know I love you. Go take a shower. Did you eat today? Okay, that's love. Go shower. Oh, and you know, I used to do that to my kids. the same thing until everything comes with a lesson until my oldest son got killed. And from that point on, always, I love you and I'm proud of you. Everything comes with a lesson.
Right.
Yeah. So if you don't learn a lesson from something, I was gonna say something mean. Well, I don't know if it's mean. I was gonna say you're not a really smart person, because everything in life comes with a lesson. I think everything, like most things, are teachable moments.
Right. True.
Yeah, I think so. And this show has taught me how much I love spending an hour with you.
Nice. Thank you. Same here. And you know what? I don't talk much. So this is definitely going outside of, who I usually am. Me being open to the public is definitely different for me.
Yeah.
I'm more of a one-on-one person. So I guess in this setting, it's kind of fitting because it seems like it's just us, even though there's other people that's, watching.
Right. That's me. I still get nervous before we start, but it is easier for me because I don't have to leave the house to do it.
Right. I love that part. I love that part.
Oh, because with the job that I had, loved it, but I was really afraid. I was really afraid to start this show because I also don't. I'm more of an introvert, so I have gone to functions and people ask me why I wasn't there. I was there. Are you for real? So it's bringing something out in me. So this is therapy for me. It's really helping because before on the show, Queen did most of the talking and I just sat there and nodded my head. And every now and again, I would interject.
So now I'm in your place.
Yeah. But you'll get like me, pretty soon you'll be, because one show, I was like, I didn't feel good and you did. I mean, like you took over the show and it was great. So as I said, we compliment each other.
Thank you.
So it happens and it's made me more comfortable. So
as soon as I spoke about the hot flash, here it comes.
I know.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, that's how it works. Shout out to my home soil, Angela. Oh, so this was fun.
Oh, thanks, Eric.
Yeah, that's my son's name. I can't, Eric, and I named him after my oldest brother. Ironically, lost him at I was 21 in a car accident, same way as my son. So this was fun. I can't wait till next week. We're gonna have a great show.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it.
Me too. So.
Thanks, Eric, again.
Yeah,
that's my buddy.
So, I had to burp and I didn't want to be rude. I know you're like, why did she just stop? I didn't even drink that much. I'm gonna tear this up of my Cadillac. It's still at the top of the what is that called? Fancy stuff. I don't do arts and crafts. Never have. But I'm gonna tear this up as soon as the show is over.
I know. I'm sitting here now thinking about a beer.
Girl,
ice cold beer.
Ice cold beer and some chips and salsa. Ooh.
I like the trail mix. That's what I've been on lately. The trail mix and some beer.
I don't like nuts.
You can make them up the way you want to. So if you want to put pistachios, or sunflower seeds or something like that, you can make it up however way you want.
Oh, I eat sunflower seeds.
Yeah, mix some little white chocolate pieces in it.
Yeah. But I don't like nuts.
Love it.
Yeah. I have a very strange dietary.
Thanks, Eric, for hanging with us the whole hour.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate it. So we're gonna. If you weren't here last night, we had a great interview last night on Friday. Last night my tooth was hurting and I was drinking straight shots of tequila during that interview. But it was so good. So you gotta check out last night's interview, and of course we got Ollie's Will Forever tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out with us this hour. As always, thanks my co-host for being here. Oh, we got Pink up today. I like Pink. I think I'm gonna change my background. I have like 4 of them.
I always love your background.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna switch it out. Get a little for May. Let's do something new for May.
Right.
I got the cutest. Well, my lady in blue is over there. I love her. So, but I don't know. Pull them out. I have one that was my iPhone cover, but I got a bigger phone. And it's my cover says "It's me, Dee Dee." You know, because that's like my signature. It's me, Dee Dee.
Yeah.
So, like someone's gonna forget.
You got me want to check out Eugena's Village. I might check that out tonight.
Oh yeah, check it out. It's Writers for Life Films, and it's Writers with a Z. I'll send it to you, like I sent you the other stuff. It makes it easier to find. Yeah.
I've been on Housewives of Durban and Housewives of Afghanistan. What? It's crazy how similar they are, to us out here.
Oh, that's crazy.
I
didn't know they had a show.
Yeah, it's on Tubi.
Oh, I have Tubi.
Yeah. It's on Tubi.
I'll have to check that out.
They have a lot of different housewives. Housewives of Melbourne and different other housewives that we never even heard of.
Because I got when they said somebody should have slapped Will Smith's writers for for Bel-Air. It's really not that bad of a show. Well,
I actually like Bel-Air. The new version. I didn't expect it, but I love it.
I like it also. Now, the husband makes jokes about whenever I watch it, he's like, "You didn't call me, you were watching it." I was like, "Really? You make jokes about Carlton all the time." He's like, "Because Carlton is so dark." That's a different type of
Carlton.
There's no dancing.
Yeah.
He's not saying it's so unusual to be loved by anyone. Because let me tell you, I watched the first 3 episodes back to back, and I was like, "What the hell happened to Carlton?"
I know, especially the first episode.
Oh, but I actually like it. I actually like Carlton because they gave him some depth. Like, they didn't. Carlton and the other one didn't have any.
Right.
He was just the funny clothes and the funny dancing and
Hillary.
And Hillary. They gave her some type of. They didn't make them just spoiled rich kids.
Right.
They are spoiled rich kids, but they gave them some depth. Right. The other show didn't have. I never understood why my son loved that show so much. So.
Yeah. My sister actually worked for the original show.
Oh, okay.
And she was friends with Jeffrey. I forgot his name in real life, but she was friends with Jeffrey.
That ain't the butler. He gets it done, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Girl, we not on FaceTime. We will sit and do this for another half an hour. But we do gotta get together this week.
Okay.
Like tomorrow, I'll wake up about 11.
Okay.
I'm not lazy, folks. I stay up all night like a vampire. And then
and you know what's crazy? Because you're up at 3, but with me, I go to sleep. I'm tired now. I start getting tired around 7 or 8. 9 o'clock, I'm usually out, but I wake up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, no matter what. And then I'm up for 2 or 3 hours, and then I'm back to sleep.
Yeah, I have this, like, if I doze off right now, like clockwork, I'll be awake 12:30, 1 o'clock. And that's when I told the husband I'm about to start writing again, because that's when I wrote all my books.
Nice.
So I said, May, I'm going to start making videos again. I'm going to start doing what I used to do. The beginning of my year was so scary, but I think come May I can start relaxing now. So we got one more ultrasound to do, and then I think I can relax. Yeah. I think it's time I relax. Get my nails done again.
Right.
Braid my hair back.
Yeah.
Put my jewelry back on.
It's that time.
I think so. And we got to get together with Monica so we can do that girls thing.
Oh, I can't wait to have her back.
Yeah, yeah. What's up, OG Steve? Thank you. Yes. She was busy tonight. I was going to have her tonight. And I think we got a great big surprise coming next week. Let's hope and pray it comes into fruition. So
fingers crossed.
Yeah. Okay, OG Steve, you caught us as we tapping out. Go back and rewind. Playbacks are always just as funny and fun. So we love you, OG Steve. We've been missing you, man. What's up with that? You know how I get.
Hey, OG Steve.
Have me get ghetto and raunchy all up in here? No, I'm just joking. I'm kidding. So, okay, guys, we love you.
Thanks, OG Steve.
G, play my music so I can listen to my rappers again. Like I just can't play it on my phone. And then don't forget we got Oldies Rule Forever tomorrow. We're gonna see you tomorrow on Oldies Rule Forever. I've been busy. I feel you. Some days I don't have enough hours in the day to finish what I'm doing. So I got ants everywhere. Wow.
Baby powder. That works for ants. They do.
Are you for real? Grabbing for freezing. I had ants all in my backpack, and I'm like telling G, where did you got ants all over this place? And he's like, I ain't seen one ant. All in my backpack. I cannot tell you guys what they were in my backpack over. But really funny. I think they got a little dizzy. So I wish I'm talking so he can play the video. I told you we'll just keep doing this.
Use that baby powder, trust me.
They
don't like baby powder at all.
I mean, they keep getting in my dog's food. Like if he doesn't, it's lamb and rice, so if he doesn't finish it, they will attack it. Tired of throwing food away. So,
well, I'm about to go down to Church's Chicken.
Okay. Ain't Church's Chicken the one with the biggest wings in the world? The biggest?
You know what?
3 people to carry one?
I don't eat, I eat out a lot, but not like fast food.
Yeah.
But, I don't eat KFC at all. But Church's Chicken, I actually love Church's Chicken. They actually have normal sized chicken there. So that's the reason why I eat there.
I used to eat KFC a lot, but I don't, it's too greasy. I done got to the age where I start sounding like my mother-in-law, like, oh no, because my chest hurt. Every time I say something that sounds like his mom, he calls me her name. I start getting like her. We can't eat that. My chest gonna start hurting.
No.
I'm so silly. Oh my gosh. Okay, G, we gonna stop. You gonna play the video. Oh my gosh. Oh my.
Listen down. You ain't trying to hotbox with me. I swing much quicker going down by the second round. All hell to underground. How that sound? Exhibit backing down from a conflict. Nothing but nonsense of terrorists. Keep the bomb lit. Glass and metal in every direction. Anybody try to stop us taught a very hard lesson. I'm the reason there's no time to reach for that weapon. The reason you talking loud but keep on stepping. Exhibit ready to scrap like Mike Tyson with his license back. 9 to 5 minimum wage. What type of life is that for me? It's blasphemy. You touching down with the Sundance Kid and Butch Cassidy. You had the audacity to wanna tangle with the ex. I suggest you give me 5 feet and show some respect. Stay hungry, always stacking my loot, while other rappers getting treated like a prostitute. Just check the sound scan.
All I wanna be was a G high. My whole life want me please high. Breaking up these keys for the G's high.
won't tell the truth about you. Don't tell a lie on me. I won't tell the truth about you. 30 minutes later, my future favors the legendary status of a hip-hop rhyme savior. Travel around the atlas in a spaceship, candy-coated. My day shift been devoted to fucking up bundles of paper. Pi equals 314. The devil's pie is big enough to justify the whole thing. Wait up. Lamping in Jamaica, the clouds turning, my thoughts turning, burning cash to oil. I've been determined to make and earn this seed in the soil. It's classified. I'm satisfied when I strategize my kids' future. I ain't sanctified enough to say that I won't shoot ya. I done vandalized the industry for a circuit. The earthiest / thirstiest nigga you know versus the scum of a land that transcend two surfaces. The richer the poor, the bigger the picture, the more blood pours. But don't tell a lie on me. I won't tell the truth about you. Don't tell a lie on me. I won't tell the truth about you. My fans can't wait.
Oh, you know, I always be rocking over here to the music. This was fun. You know, of course, I get way too silly. My eyes start burning. So I really enjoy. I like hot topics. I don't follow a lot of ratchet stuff on social media. I don't. There was some stuff that I'm just not going to talk about at all. We over here on the Hookah Lounge and G-Lew show, we don't clickbait stories. So we're not giving them life. But everything else was fun. Some things are fun to look up, like when I go on the shade room. Some of those stories tickle the life out of me. If you didn't catch the interview last night, go back and watch Bandana's interview. That guy is so interesting. His music is pretty dope too, because I had to go through his catalog to make the video, and go check out his music. I posted his channels and his Instagram in the comments, so just go down the comments and you can go and follow him. Great interview. And dude, G-Lew's got a lot of great Friday interviews this month, so make sure you tap into all of those. And tomorrow, Oldies Rule Forever. Don't forget to come party with us. So we always love that. And sometimes you guys got to be careful, because you guys have conversations going on in the comments that I miss requests. But I get 95% of them. The ones I miss, sometimes G-Lew catches. So, and I'm like, oh, I missed that one. So I think you guys are just talking, and it's a song request. So if you don't want me to miss them, hey, put that little music sign there. But for the best part, I do get them all, and that's why I don't conversate too much on Sundays, because I'm making sure I get everybody's musical requests. Because don't you want to party with us? And with that, oh, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Why do I forget that all the time? And you can follow me on Instagram, dd_Hairston. YouTube. I got a lot of videos still up on YouTube. Getting ready to drop a sneak peek, Instagram Queens 3. So go catch you see me. Oh, it just says DD Hairston this time, but it's DD Hairston 100. I had to change it because somebody hacked me, and I had to get a new. They even hacked my Netflix and changed names. Just crazy. So make sure you follow me, and all my books are on Amazon. DD Hairston, and all my books will come up. So thanks for watching us tonight. Love it. And you guys have a great weekend. See you tomorrow. Deuces.